Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Monday, January 22nd, 2024, and this is how we traded SPY today relative to the 920 crossover strategy. Now, before I talk about today's chart, and you're looking at this and you're thinking, this isn't today's chart. No, it's not. This is Friday's chart. Friday's chart. So the reason I'm talking about Friday's chart right now is because there were some questions, both from the people in the viewing community as well as our trading community at Trading Decoded. And the question essentially was, okay, so once we hit that all-time high, where is our historical perspective? What are we looking at? And the answer is we don't have one because it's an all-time high. We have nothing to look back on. We can't look left and say, okay, we have resistance here at a specific level or support here at a specific level. We don't have any of that. We've got nothing. So, it's almost kind of like we're flying by the seat of our pants. Now, the good news is the beauty is that we have this 9 as our support on the way up, and we've got the 9 as resistance on the way up. And you're looking at this chart thinking, okay, you can put on trades here or here or here or wherever you want to put those trades on the 1 minute. But the question is, okay, but you have all of these, you've got good entries, but by the time you make, you take yourself out of the play, a good chunk of that profit is already gone, and that is absolutely accurate. So on days when we make really, really nice runs to either the upside or the downside, what you can do is you can switch your time frames, folks. Again, we switch time frames. Again, Friday, here it is. This is the 3-minute look from Friday. Once we made that all-time high, guess what? It just ran and ran and ran. So we're going to use that higher time frame, so a 3-minute, even a 5-minute. Check out the 5-minute. Where are you? Right here. So this is, that's Thursday. Let's get to Friday. This is Friday. This is the run on the 5-minute. Look at me. It's as clear as day on the 5-minute. Now, if you're using only the 1 minute to exit your trades, you're leaving an awful lot on the table. So it doesn't matter if it's a $3 run, $4 run, a dollar run, whatever it is. If you can use the higher time frames, you'll absolutely be better off because of that. Now, for the information on that, it's an advanced tactic. It is at 920trading.com. So head over to 920trading.com for all of that information. I just want to clear this up. Look at your 5-minute here. Look at this. Look at this. Essentially, it's a quad bottom. So if you're on the 5-minute, you're thinking, okay, I've got this quad bottom here. That's good support, but I'm still above the 9. Are you getting chewed up with theta? A little bit, but it's not too bad. You can absolutely stay in this trade. Now, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to have these candles breach the 9 to the downside and approach the 20. You can if it's early in the day, but generally speaking, because we are executing most of our trades on the 1 minute, you don't want too much pullback, whether it's on the 3-minute or the 5-minute. Again, there's your 3-minute look from Friday. So I just wanted to go over that again real quick, take a couple of minutes to take a look at that. Now, let's get back to the chart today. Make sure we are on. Yes, we are on today. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so everybody can see this in here. Okay, so remember, folks, what we're doing. We are looking for the pre-market high. We've got that sitting up at about 484.44, 484.44. We're also looking for pre-market low. We've got that pre-market low sitting right in here. I'm going to adjust that. So at about 483.38. Now, what we're also doing is we're looking for 5-minute double tops. So we're looking at 5-minute double tops. We're looking at double bottoms. We had a lot going on in pre-market this morning from a 5-minute standpoint. So what I did was I jumped over and I looked at these levels on a 15-minute standpoint. Now remember, the higher the time frame, the stronger the level. So whether it's a 15-minute time frame you're looking at or even a 30-minute time frame. Remember, we are looking for, if we're looking outside of the pre-market range, we're looking for 30-minute double tops. Those are good supply zones. We're also looking at 30-minute double bottoms down low. Those are always going to be really, really good demand zones down low. But at any rate, I was looking at the 15-minute chart before the market opened, and I noticed all of this action, all of this really, really good support sitting in here at about 483.80. So really, really, really good support. So that's how I set up my chart pre-market today. So let's get into the trading day and see exactly what happened. And I want to make this chart plenty big so everybody can see this. Okay, so we had that first initial cross first thing this morning. So, and again, you guys know me, I don't take that cross. Now, we had this area right in here. I was calling off this area 484.08. So 484.08. We breached that to the upside. I think 3 minutes into the day, check it out. No, actually, first minute into the day, second minute into the day, we breached that to the upside. And it just ran. I mean, it was a really, really nice play. We did break out of that pre-market area, or that pre-market high, and ran up. I mean, it's a really, really nice move to the upside. I was not in this play, only because I'm looking for fresh crosses. Had a fresh cross down in here, but again, we didn't get through, or we weren't getting through VWAP. I did not take this play either. I was not in on this play. What I did, though, is I tried to jump this play back to the upside because I figured, you know what? Again, we are above VWAP, so let's go ahead and put that on. When we got into what we call the fishtail, that's the space between the 9 and the 20. I thought we could get above this 20, make a little hay up here. We didn't. Ran up for a couple minutes. I was looking for, the high of the day, see if we could keep on pushing. Based on the fact that we had, run up the last few days, I thought, you know what, maybe we'd have a little bit more move to the upside. Again, red frowny face on top of the candles means that I took calls and I stopped out of those calls. Now you're thinking, okay, well, why didn't you take this double cross back to the downside? Well, because that's actually where I closed out of my other trade. Because that was my stop on the trade. Again, not a big loss, it wasn't any kind of big deal. Now, I was able to, we had a recapture of the 9 back on this candle right here, and we breached this 484.44 back to the downside. So we had this nice cross back to the downside. I rode it down. I rode this puppy about as far as I could ride it down. It was a very, very, very nice win to the downside. Again, trying to get through these levels in here, this 484.07, bounced around a little bit, got through it, and rode it down very, very nicely. So, nice cross to the downside. Didn't take any of these crosses back to the upside. Didn't take any of these. Had a lot of different things going on in the community. But the power of the 920 crossover strategy essentially says for a conservative play back to the upside, you wait for the cross. So we got a cross right in here. 11-12. So you wait for that first green candle to close, and look where we closed. Right here. So at that point, you get into the trade, and then you ride the 9 up. We ride the 9. Okay, ride the 9, ride the 9, ride the 9. And look where we stopped, just about at that 484.07. Again, remember, pre-market line. Now, at this point, you're thinking, okay, let's go at least get VWAP. Did not get VWAP, made a move to the downside. Rejected off that 484.07, came down to 483.80. Remember that 483.80 was all that 15-minute support that we had earlier in the day. So we had all that pre-market support on the 15th. So again, the higher the time frame, the stronger the level of support. So 1, 3, 5, 15, 30. The higher the time frame, the stronger the level of support. Didn't take it back to the upside, but I thought, let's take this one back to the downside. A decent win down here. This was kind of my target, this 383.38. Back in here, I believe this was a double bottom on the 5-minute that we made earlier, so I rode that down. A nice little win. Again, didn't take it back to the upside. Now, we had 3 days last week that were absolutely brutal days, particularly the first hour and a half, 2 hours of the day. We were range bound. We just stayed within a range, 483.56 up through 484.80 or 484.07. So it's a nice range. That's a decent range. You're talking about a 60 cent range to scalp. I mean, that's a decent range from top to bottom, bottom to top. Now, what we were doing in here is we started making lower highs and lower lows. So we had some plays in here, folks. Really, really, really nice plays back to the downside. Again, really busy day in the community today. So I didn't take any of these trades. But again, if you will just follow the crosses to the downside and crosses to the upside, you can take every single cross to the upside and every single cross to the downside. And guess what? You're going to make money. Now, you will absolutely 100% have losing trades, but you will make money. Now, look back at the chart, and it doesn't just have to be today. Look back at the chart on any given day. Pick a random day and just say, okay, if I played every cross to the upside and every cross to the downside, what does that look like in your P&L? And again, we are process-driven traders. And because we're process-driven traders, we focus on the process, and the results happen as a result of the process. So, really, really nice cross to the downside here. Nice cross to the upside again. Now, you can remove all of these lines, or you can use them as targets. Sometimes I'll have lines on my chart. Sometimes I'll get rid of them and say, you know what? I'm just going to use my 9 as support. I don't care where we go. But again, if you use like 15-minute double tops and double bottoms, you're probably in pretty good shape with those as targets throughout the day. Nice, beautiful cross back to the downside. We were able to get through. I don't remember specifically where the POC was at this point. I don't know. It changes throughout the day. I don't remember specifically where it was. Didn't play any of these plays, but I thought, you know what? I've got this good support sitting here at this 483 late in the day. Fairly late in the day, last hour of the day. I thought, okay, I've got a fishtail play, so I bounced off this support. And this is kind of garbage in here, but it's just a period of consolidation / accumulation, or maybe even distribution. But at any rate, we're just not doing a whole lot in this area. But I thought, you know what, if I can take a bounce off of support and get into the fishtail like we did on this play right here, I think we've got at least a decent chance of maybe getting up to VWAP. And we did. We punched through this 484.07. Again, remember, that was a pre-market line. We were able to get through that early in the day. We bounced up again. We did. We got through it. So it was a really, really nice play to the upside. Really, really nice win. So I start off the day on that red trade. Again, it's not a big deal. We just execute, folks. As process traders, we are only concerned with the process, not the result. If you are a results-oriented trader, you will very, very likely continue giving money back to the market. We see it every single day. Now, if you're a P&L trader and you're a scalper, so let's say you're a scalper, you're in and out of trades in 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, fine. Keep on doing that if you are successful with that. But if you're looking for a process, a specific process to get you into and out of your trades, check it out, 920trading.com. Okay, so took that trade back to the upside, breached this level. Remember that level right there, that 483.56. That was that 15-minute. Actually, this is 15-minute up here, but this 56 level was a bear of a level all day long today. But we did get through that, stayed above, and eventually got the VWAP up there. Now, late in the day, we're looking for plays. Late in the day, were there some plays? Yeah, absolutely, positively. We're dancing right around the VWAP. The longer you stay right around VWAP, particularly if POC was close, and I know POC was real close, point of control, and moved down, late in the day. That's what it always does. But if VWAP and POC are close together, like they were today, you can't really expect any big moves around close because this is pretty much fair market value at that point. So that is how we traded SPY today. It was a really, really, it was a tough day. It was a tough day to trade today. There absolutely were some plays, but you had to get through an awful lot of garbage. So anyway, now, if you like our videos, please consider giving us a like, maybe a subscribe at the same time, leave us a comment. We'd love to have you. Now, if you're interested in live daily trading, head on over to Trading Decoded. The Discord link is down below. We do live daily trading. Every single day the market is open, we are in there. We're talking about the trades. It's a very interactive community. Love to have you. We're going to give you that first week for free. If you like it, great. If you don't, hey, no harm, no foul. And again, if you're interested in our 920 trading strategy, please head over to 920trading.com. Everything is there. The entire strategy is there. You can also sign up for our free weekly newsletter. Those come out every Saturday. So, hey, thanks for spending some time with us this afternoon. We certainly appreciate it. And if you like it, again, give us a like, a comment, a share, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. So hope everybody has a great rest of the day. Hope you did well today. Hope you followed your trading plan today. And we will see you in the markets.